So good afternoon to all. So dear students, you just check it whether I am audible to you or not. So am I audible? Okay, very good. So see, I think you all have done very well in English paper. I just went through your paper, okay, but I am not corrected yet. So few people's papers only I went through, and let's see. And we'll be going through the final assessment henceforth, and the pattern, whatever the question we have, that will be revising it because all lessons and points we have covered so far. So I don't think that anything is left out. Okay. So today I will be just giving one pieces from class 10th. Okay. So you expect, go on expecting that the class 10 passages will be given to you in exam. Okay. The difficulty level, class 8 students, I'll be giving you the class 10th passages. So this time also I gave you from class 10th, and I think you have done it very well. And let's see, so I'm happy that many students are able to do well in grammar portion. But in reading section, some of the students have done mistakes. So we'll check it. So you see passage number 1 here. Why I'm asking you to be online, because see exactly whatever I'm teaching, the same thing can also be repeated. Because in your PT3 exam, I did it also. You must have noticed the same passage occur in your examination. So you be online so that the same passages, same grammar portion you can expect. If you are not attending live class, then you will miss out it. So you study the passage and tell me where we can see the mistake. Madhubani painting. There is one painting name. Madhubani painting. Is one in the many traditional. Is one in the option A. I will give you many traditional many traditional Indian art forms. Many traditional Indian art forms it is what known as it is but known as Mithila or Godhna. Mithila or Godhna. Option B here. In second column there is no mistake. Godhna paintings. Paintings. This art developed by this art developed by Mithila or option C or Madhubani district. Madhubani district of Bihar. Madhubani district of Bihar or then spread, option D here, and then or then spread, SPREAD, spread to villages around Madhubani. So let us solve this one and see how many students are able to do it. So I am reading out the passage. Madhubani painting is one in the many traditional Indian art forms. It is but known as Mithila or Godhna paintings. This art developed by Mithila or Madhubani district of Bihar or then spread to villages around Madhubani. So option A, where is the mistake? Madhubani painting is one in the many traditional Indian art forms. Very good. So Himanshi, Bani, Sabini, Sonu Tiwari, Vedasri, all of you. Very good, excellent. See, this is the class 10th examination paper I am showing you, and you see, you all are so much familiar with the passages because you have been solving since class 7th, and now you are in full track. So, if you come to 9th standard also, these 7 passages can be given to you. So, I don't think that much trouble you can have. Very good. Madhubani painting is one of the. So there is mistake from preposition, so we can rectify the mistake here, and the preposition of can be noted here. Madhubani is one of. Yes, Justy, very good. So Madhubani painting is one of the many traditional Indian art forms. In second one, there is no option given. It means there is no blank. And you all know it very well that if there is no blank, if the sentence has no blank, then there is no mistake at all. Very good. Second one, already you have listed so many words. Let me check out whether it is correct or wrong. It is but known as Mithila or Godhna paintings. Very good. So you all have replaced the conjunction but, which can bring contradiction. So but conjunction, it can bring contradiction and it can denote some similar meanings, or it can refer more than two positive ideas. So it is also known as, very good. So what can be replaced, and in the right hand column we can write also here. So it is also known as Mithila or Bodhana paintings. And this art developed by Mithila or Madhubani district of Bihar. You read the second one, Madhubani district. Accordingly, you can alter the another one. See in column number C where you can see the mistake. Okay, Mehak has already answered it. Arush also has answered it. Bani also is replaced by in preposition. Sabini, very good. Sonu, Sardapura said, very good, excellent, super. So these are developed by Mithila in. So in preposition will be given in Madhubani district of Bihar. Okay. So when we talk about any district, then before that in preposition can be written, used, and before smaller places at preposition can be used. So when you talk small towns like Garchandur, Uparbhai, Suet, because normally it can occur. But when you talk any metropolitan cities or the city is bigger, okay, so then you can go on selecting the option in preposition. Remember this, the basic differences are between in and at preposition. In preposition and at preposition. Very good. So in will be the correct form. And the last one, Madhubani district of Bihar, or then spread to villages around Madhubani. Very good. Or conjunction to be replaced and to be put. So overall, if you study then what are the grounds that you are searching, the mistakes on which grounds you are finding, either preposition or conjunction. You see, number one, the use of preposition of. Second one, replacement of conjunction. Third one, again preposition. Fourth one, conjunction. So two prepositions, two conjunctions. Very good. So this is the very easy passage you are given. But this is not a simple passage normally. See, because you are practicing difficult passages, so that when it is given in exam, like this easier one, so easily you can do it. Very good. So all have understood it. Now this one anyone can do. I will understand that the child is really good at grammar portion. The next one, the passage, whatever I am showing you, if you do it all correct, then I hope that you can do very much well in your grammar. Then I will come back to tell you one story. Okay, after this. Now passage number 2. Passage number 2 you see. Gold prices are passage number 2. You all should write the passage also, because this same passage it can be reflected in your final assessment also. Don't think that whatever sir is discussing it will not be repeated. The exact passage can also be given to you. And this will be a sort of advantage for the students who are attending live classes. So don't miss out classes. So gold prices are now touched an all time, TOUCHED, touched an all time. Option A I will read you here. High. Some says it could be a bubble. Some says it could be a bubble, bubble, bubble that may grow. Option B, that may grow but will at last, but will at last. Option C, burst after recession. BURST, burst after recession in a. Option B, West was over. Over. So investment. So investment. Option A. So investment in gold may not be a good idea now. So investment in gold may not be a good idea now. Idea now. Option F. So first you read the passage, then we'll come back for the discussion. Immediately you go through the passage. So it is given that gold prices are now touched an all-time high. Some say it could be a bubble that may grow but will at last burst after recession. Recession means a period of temporary economic decline during which trade and industrial activity are reduced. Or I don't know whether you see the news or not, generally identified by a fall in the GDP in two successive quarters, or the action of receding motion, you can say also, नीचे गिरना. Okay, temporary economic decline, we say recession. Okay, so I don't know whether your parents might be investing money in share market also, they can better understand it. Okay, so when you are investing share market, then you check the market condition and then you sell. So gold prices are now touched an all-time high. So where is the mistake in column number A? Who can tell me? Yes, column number A. Let me see how many students can do it. Yes, Arush, where is the mistake in column number A? Gold prices are now touched an all-time high. Sabini has written touching. Okay. So how many students are writing touching? Let me see. First one. Touches into gold prices are now touched See, question number 1, A option, if we just check it out, option number A. Option number A, sorry, here, if I just go through it carefully, then I don't think Sabini has written touching. So, here my mistake, there should not, I don't think any grammatical mistake is there here. So, the sentence is absolutely correct one. So, we can name it A here, and we'll go in B, and C, and D1. Okay, so last one also there is no mistake. So gold prices are now tossed an all-time high. So this is correct only. So you come to question number second one, column number A. Column number A. Some say it could be a bubble that may grow but will at last burst. This one, column number A, number 1, this is absolutely correct one, no need to identify any mistake. Come to option number A, from here to here. From here, you can see here. So now you tell me where you can see the mistake. Some says, very good. Mehak Sargapura say, और उसका all of you have written. Sabini, very good. More than one, you can see your word, you check your word. As for your noun, it is not used properly. More than one person, so it should be say. S-A-Y, say. Clear? Some people say. Some say one singular number, it will be okay, all right. Then more than one, then you have to remove S or yes form. Then you know it very well. Okay. So some say it could be a bubble that may grow. Number second, option B, where is the mistake? Option A, it is over. Option B, you come to this second error. So option B, where is the mistake? You check out that may grow but will at last. Very good. Sabini has written it very well because the modals will not take any V3 form. Grown, this is the V3 of grow or grow, grew, grown. Grow, grew, grown. So your modals always will take V1 form. So what is the V1 of grown? It should be grown. G-R-O-W-N. Sorry, G-R-O-W, grow. This is the V1 form. Clear? Grow is the V1 form. So all your modal you should while making sentences also or while you are speaking. Then any modal when you take the help of any modals, then after that you want to be good. Like I shall go, but you will never say I shall went or I shall gone. I shall eat. Sir, he will go, but he will never say he will gone or he will went or he will eaten. He will eat. So you check out the V1 form. The modals will take the V1 form. So that may grow but will at last burst after recession. Recession meaning I told you the economic decline, temporary economic decline, not every time the economic decline will happen in market. Okay. So market can go ups and down. Okay. So there is lots of ups and down. In life also we have. So but will at last burst like the cracker after recession in a option C. Where is the mistake? Very good. In the recession, after recession, in the west, not a west. The will come. In the west was over. So investment. And in option D, where is the mistake? Option C, it is over. In the west was over. Very good. In the recession in the west is over. Because the whole passage you study, then the present tense form you can see. You see here the present tense form are, then says. Okay. So past tense will not occur. And in one case it is given future simple. Okay. So past tense it is not be used. So when the gold prices are now touched an all-time high, some say it could be a bubble that may grow but will at last burst after recession in the West is over. Okay, so this is the thing. Now I'll be telling you one beautiful story, and I will ask you the moral of the story. I will just take 2 minutes time. Only 2 minutes time I will take to tell you the story. Uh, so are you all ready to listen? Those who are ready, you raise your hand. Because the classes say when we are teaching grammar also sometimes see, we can have some fun also, we can have some storyline. And as I told you that the reading mission as the program has already launched by CBSE, so we'll be working from the first week of February. You will be assigned some task. So based on the reading mission, I'm just narrating one story to you. Okay, how stories are very powerful tools so that you can have a better understanding. Because if you start from story, then any book later on, if you take attempt to read, then you will be able to understand. Because story books, which are very useful tools for all of you, and from storybook, slowly if you start reading simple storybooks, then you can attempt bigger books also in future. Okay, so you see, once upon a time, there was a child. The child was highly educated. Once upon a time, there was a child. The child was highly educated. The child has received the highest degrees in life. So far, the education is concerned. Educational degree. Because you are also coming to school after 10th class, you will go to other schools also, colleges also, you will opt different courses over there, you will receive certificates over there. Okay, you will obtain degree over there, diploma there. Okay, so the child was highly educated, but the father was illiterate. Not even the father has gone to school. Okay, so once what happened, the educated son went with his uneducated father on a trip. और ट्रिप में गए. After reaching the place, they set their tent over. They set tent over there. तंबू गाड़ दिए, लगा दिए तंबू, and they went inside the tent and they fell asleep. सो गए. At last, what happened? You see, in the midnight, the father woke up his son and asked his son, "My dear child, you tell me what you can see." Then the child rubbing his eyes because he is half asleep. आधा नींद में बेचारा था. तो बोला, "अरे पापा, what a silly question are you asking me?" Then the father insisted, "Better you tell me what you can see." Then the child scientifically explained, "Father, I can see millions of stars and galaxies in the sky. There are so many stars and galaxies in the sky." Then the father tightly slapped his tightly slapped his son. एक चाटा मारा कस के and said, "Stupid, somebody has stolen our tent." Did you understand? Somebody has stolen our tent. How many students understood the story here? How many of you understood it? They were sleeping inside the tent and the child not so much aware that somebody has come and has stolen the tent. टेंट के अंदर होता तो उसको तारे कैसे दिखता? इसका मतलब टेंट कोई चोरी कर लिया, उसको पता नहीं, नींद पे है. Did you understand? So what is the moral are you getting here? Yes, Srishti, what kind of moral are you finding in the story? Anyone? Savini? What kind of moral are you finding? Write the moral. What the moral are you finding? Or are you getting Bani? Ayush Kumare. Yes, Sonu, what is the moral? Anyone? What is the moral of the story? It was a very simple story, but you tell me what is the moral of the story. Nobody. It's a very comic story, but has a powerful impact, powerful message it is giving you that education without common sense is useless. You see, the child receive so many degrees and diploma. What is the use of that education? Similarly, it can happen also with you that if you are obtaining the highest degrees also in your life, and that degrees are of no use unless and until you are utilizing them. The knowledge you have gained, the theory part, whatever you have received, if you are not able to use them practically, then that knowledge is useless, baseless, that is, unuseful, you can say. Did you understand? So education without common sense, so presence of mind also is required. Don't simply blindly read anything because it will help you nothing. At the end, you will get nothing except that baseless education. So anything, whatever you are receiving, you also check out this, whatever the editing error you are learning today in classroom, then I'm not asking you that you should become an English teacher in future or you should become or writer also. So any field, whatever you select, the minimum basic knowledge you should have. That suppose somebody is asking you to have conversation with you, so then at least you should, while you are speaking, that there should not be any mistake because you are learning this. So that kind of sentence, yeah, I have to make this kind of sentences where this is the verb, so I have to make this subject like this verb I have to select. So I have to make the verb singular, plural, then where to use the right preposition. So that knowledge you are learning, and it is not for becoming a teacher and you are going to teach in future to all children. Wherever you go, whatever the job you hold also in future, so it will help you. Do you understand? So thank you very much all of you for joining today's class. And tomorrow something new and some jokes also I will share with you. Till that time, goodbye, take care. Thank you very much. And use it practically.